this game is called Krater. What is Krater? Well, Krater is a squad-based role-playing game set in the colourful post-apocalyptic world. It combines combat mechanics of action RPGs with the top-down view of classic old-school RPGs and RTS games. This game brings you far into the future, into a post-apocalyptic Sweden.
The Krater, our home, was born in the Untergang when the old world died. The land we now walk upon was once known as Sweden, ruled by a tribe of diligent builders and fearless warriors. Nevertheless, the Untergang arrived. The sky and earth changed as billions died. Amongst the survivors were a stalwart band of settlers who, surrounded by death, found refuge in the verdant crater. Their new home did not only offer fertile soil, but also treasures from the past, buried beneath. Greed and avarice lured us into opening gates that should have remained sealed. Sinister forces were drawn to our wealth, like flies to a corpse, gathering at the rim that had protected us for so long. I, for one, prayed to Saida that someone somewhere was willing to make a stand.
Okay, well that looked good. That was the little intro that the game came with. Now, what we heard before, or at least what I read to you before, was directly from the store page, and it sounds pretty good at this point. Now, bear in mind, the footage here is still in beta, even if it is about to be released. There are bound to be some glitches, and there are some glitches. Hopefully they will be fixed by the time it is released for the full version. So, to keep this in the true spirit of first impression videos, I have not played much of the game yet, about the first 5 minutes. Basically, the page says the game goes like this. At the rim of an impact site known as the Krater, 3 factions vie for control over the wound opening up into the world below, consisting of an endless series of caves and tunnels filled with the world's treasures and perils. The underside stretches into the depths of this fallen Swedish civilization. So this game is due to be released on the 13th of June, but if you pre-order it like I have, you get the beta to play for the time being. Even though every time they update it, you lose your saves. Now, what I just did there was, you can't see it. Sorry for the cropping issue, I can't fix that. It's my first time using Adobe Premiere. Hopefully that'll be fixed by the next video. But I used a special skill there. I used my bruises, swinging tack. No idea what it's called. So, at the start, you've got this group of 3 people, and you've got this bruiser, some guy that's addicted to morphine, because he's like your medical bot. I think he's addicted to his own treatments. Kind of hints at it right there. There he is there. Yep. Okay. So he's just gonna come with me now. Running into someone here. And that is the heal bot's healing, well, one of the healing spells. This is the other one. It's like a stream. As long as you're in the stream, you're gonna get healed. So just going through, talking to Mabel. This game, I say this a lot, but it is pretty beautiful. It's very unique style, a bit steampunk-ish. I'm not that good at giving stuff titles, but just look at those gorgeous effects there. Killing little wolfies. Pretty gruesome. You do get to kill some people, though, just over here. So don't be too worried. You do hurt people. This is your other guy. He's like some crazy guy that was just talking about chainsaws. So he's the third member of your party so far. Just gotta heal him up. And the people in this game sound ridiculous. Oh my god, like, I guess that does contribute to the real kind of abandoned feel to the game, because it is very post-apocalyptic. So we go down here and get to kill some people. Enemies over there, kill thy ass, quoting Total Halibut, I believe. So he just attacks you because he's a robber. No good doer. So far in this game, the combat's very simple. You don't have to do much, you just kind of tell him to attack and occasionally hit a button. Pretty much most RTS games, even though this is a more than just an RTS, it is a set the music take over. Chapter 1.
As a mere youth, my prayers were answered in the form of a dauntless band of freelancers newly arrived in Solside. Determined to seize the opportunities only the diversity of the Krater could provide, the future champions found themselves heading for a northern town, heeding the call of adventure and coin by joining the service of a respected troubleshooter.
Okay, so just a very small narration there to kick off the chapter. Okay, so you just talk to this guy. Again, sorry about that cropping issue, you can't really see what they're saying, but basically he's saying we have to go over and talk to some person which will let you continue on with the game. Which is essentially what every game is. Which is fun. At the moment I'm designing my own game. It's really shit. Just got him to jump. Yeah. So, this is an upgrades vendor. Obviously, I don't have any money yet. I will get a little bit of money later on, but I won't have enough to really show anything. But, okay, so there is a bit of a glitch here, which you'll see later. Don't know what his name is. I'm gonna call him Gizmo because he's a bit techy, likes electricity, and Gremlins is a good movie. So talking to this person, she's gonna give you your first mission, which basically you're going to go over there and you're gonna rescue some kids from a savage dog. So I'm just gonna talk to her a little bit more. Yep.
Come talk to me when you're done.
Come talk to me when you're done. So, we're just gonna go over here. This game, struggling to find words to talk about it. So basically, she's moaning because the dogs in the town are having a bit of a problem. They're going savage and attacking people. It's happened to her dog, and she decided to put it down. Kids weren't having a little bit of it. And the dog ran off, kids followed it. Gotta go rescue the kids. So, don't worry, ma'am. Madame. And seriously, this is pathetic. The kids are right there. Look at it. Like, they're literally 50 meters away from her. She's like, oh, I don't know where my children are. Oh, I'm such a sad little pathetic person. And Gizmo's ran off, got stuck somewhere. So, kill the wolfie and talk to the little kid. Yeah, that's Gizmo just stuck there. Just looting Thigh Wolfie and talking to little kid. Why does a kid sound like that? He's like 12 and his voice is all... So I can't go in there. That is the next plot point. So go down here, hand in that quest.
Good
Here you
work
go.
on the last mission.
Hello, madame.
Report back to me when
You
you're
got
done.
some more quests for me? Yep. I was pausing for you to read it, but obviously you can't. That was my other laptop dying. If you heard it, you probably did. It's pretty loud. But okay, more people talking. Lots of sounds in the background. Another thing that really adds on to the post-apocalyptic feel of this game is just the sounds in the background. You've got like wolves howling, you've got like just motors and stuff. Gizmo's already there. Don't know how he did that. So this is a guy, he's wearing a top hat. That's quite ridiculous. Everyone else is like in scraps. And this guy is just like, oh, look at me, I'm wearing my top hat. That was a bit Irish. Don't know why. So he's a free digger. He's digging by himself instead of fighting the power to get the crater to himself. But, it seems that he's not. He just wants to dig, make lots of money. He's a dwarf. He's like, I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Dig a hole, dig a hole. Okay. So another thing I wanted to touch on this game is tactics. I really think that later on in the game, tactics will become pretty big, because I feel like you can surround your enemies, get a bit of a tactical advantage if you can, but really, at the start here, in this confined little cave, you can't really do that. So, I tried to do it back there, sending Bruiser in, which I'm gonna call Muscles now. Gizmo, Muscles, and Healy McGee, all running around here. I'm just gonna try and use Gizmo's Sappy spell. I forgot to read what it does, I'm just spamming it. Okay, so you talk to this guy, and I said people sound ridiculous in this game, but this guy, just listen to him. He's ridiculous.
Now help me fight this thing.
I'm just gonna kill this bear quickly. Yeah, don't care, just die. Okay, so next thing I've got to do is go talk to this guy. Go, so thank you for killing the bear.
But now it's time for you to leave. Nope. Go talk to that hailing Mr. Carlson. or whatever he's calling his head now. He's supposed to handle all the people stuff, and I don't like him. Damn straight. That's gonna buy me a farm far away from all
Damn
that
straight.
stupid pressure.
Oh, I love this guy. He sounds ridiculous. I hope he comes back later in the game, because he is just awesome. Killed another Wolfie. Sad Wolfie. Rest in peace, Fluffles. His name's Fluffles. I don't know why Fluffles, but he's a wolf and he's furry, so Fluffles. Anyway, likes about this game. I just love the general style of it, the very post-apocalyptic style. Just, like, scraps everywhere. Just, people look absolutely ridiculous. It looks like you're on Mars. But they probably speak like that because it's in Sweden. And I'm Australian, but, you know. Dislikes, because it is in beta, it does get stuck in little bits. It's a bit slow at the beginning, I feel. I didn't really want to keep playing it. But then again, that's just me. I'd probably rate this around 7, 8. Well, that might even be a bit high if I say I don't even want to keep playing it, really. Well, I'm gonna wrap everything up